WAEN-FM Atlanta. This is Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com. The best part of waking up isn't Folgers. It's the Beat Break Morning Show. Start your morning off right with Sean Garvey and the crew on BeatBreakRadioFM.com and HomeTeamRadio.com.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Hill Radio Show every Saturday night at 7 p.m. on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the app marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
A storage tank ruptured, and for miles, chemicals were pushing up against the riverbanks.
This was a big, big deal, and it was going to have a serious impact on communities up and down the river.
I remember the moment this local guy came up to me and said, "They call the guard out for this stuff?"
You probably thought we were all about hurricanes, tornadoes, fighting Mother Nature.
Hey, it's a chemical spill. It's a disaster.
It affects the water supply, threatens wildlife.
We're talking about the health of entire communities and people's livelihoods.
You bet we're ready for these kinds of things.
We were out there with booms to prevent the spill from expanding.
We're responsible for protecting and monitoring the sensitive wetlands.
I also remember the moment that same guy came up to me and said, "I don't know what we would have done if they hadn't called the guard up."
Learn more about how you can protect your friends, families, neighbors, and the environment. Everything that makes up your community. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Georgia National Guard. Aired by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, you. Yeah. I'm talking to you. Did you check out the new Beat Break website yet? The new website for exclusive interviews, shows, and more. What are you waiting for? For past archives of the Beat Break Radio Show and more, log on to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com. I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me. Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
Right now, Beat Break Radio is taking it to the streets to find out what's happening in your city.
Georgia's 13th District Congressman David Scott is calling all job seekers to attend his 14th annual Jobs Fair on Friday, April 28th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Georgia International Convention Center, 2000 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia 30337. Over 50 employers will be in attendance to meet and greet potential employees looking for a professional career in clerical, production, and public safety. Bring copies of your resume and get interviewed on the spot by the top employment agencies. Veterans looking for a job are welcome. Take MARTA and get on the SkyTrain to the Convention Center. For more information, call 770-432-5405. We're always taking them to the streets on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio live.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with the Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Who is she?
Who is this woman I keep hearing about?
Who is she? The radio diva herself.
Oh my God, are you talking about?
That can't be. Oh, yes, it is, girl.
Wait a minute, that is her.
Yeah, that is her.
Oh my God.
Dee Hill, everybody.
I have to call somebody. This is amazing.
I still can't believe it's her.
Can I get your autograph?
You ain't making me miss her show. Ain't nobody got time for that. Dee Hill Radio Show with your host, Dee Hill.
Keep up the good job, man. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you blow up and become syndicated.
Call in at 404-355-8699 or 1-866-923-2860. This is Dee Hill.
Clap your hands. With your host, Dee Hill.
This is Dee Hill.
Clap your hands. With your host, Dee Hill.
Now, here's your host, Dee Hill.
What's up, ATL? Thank you all for tuning in to the Dee Hill Radio Show, where you can hear us live every Saturday night from 7 to 8. What's up, DJ Roller?
What's up, D?
Nothing much, but before we get started, we was trying to give y'all a little bit of Stairways to Heaven, but that was the long extended version. So I
don't want y'all to go to sleep, man.
Man, I know I was about to fall asleep. But we would like to dedicate our show to 3 people. Of course, we lost Eddie Murphy's brother, Charlie Murphy. Mm-hmm. We would like to dedicate this show to him. We would also like to dedicate the little boy, I think he was 5 years old, that lost his life at one of the popular restaurants here in
Sundial.
Yeah,
Sundial
I don't
restaurant.
know how in the world that happened, but we definitely need to talk about that. And also for ex-Ravens tight end, Todd Heap, who accidentally killed his 3-year-old daughter. I know that family must be going through a lot, and I know all families, 3 families, probably going through a lot, but we would definitely like to dedicate this show to those 3 families. Wow, such a sad situation. I know, I'm pretty sure your mom was the same way, but 3 and 5 years old, my mom did not let me at her eyesight for 1 second.
I mean, just to let you know.
And I know these little kids, I just see them like, especially like in, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like we in the grocery store, they do like to take out running real fast.
Right. Not even in the grocery store, in the department stores.
Yeah.
I remember as a little kid,
they'd be so cute.
Go and throw little clothes with it hanging on it. They got them still now. Going in between the clothes and get lost and everything. I used to do that and get in trouble, because they couldn't find me. You got to keep your hands out, especially when I remember I was driving somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. And the kid was real close to the curve.
Wow.
And I'm like, I slowed down because he was just wandering around. But he was by his parents or whoever they were adults. I'm like,
but still, they did not
hold on to that hand.
Yeah,
hold on to that hand, man. Yeah. You don't know what can happen,
man.
And
that's
whatnot.
So sad.
So I'm sorry for that child that was at Sundial, because I'm like, how did you let him wander that far? To I guess he was probably amazed that he was going in the circle, because I don't know if you've been to Sundial.
I have DJ Roland. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And going around is very entertaining because and all that stuff. It's just that you got to keep yourself a distance and whatnot, because it continuously goes and you can't just automatically stop. You got to go through a lot of channels to make it stop.
Yeah.
And everything. So
what exactly happened? I just know a little boy was killed. I don't know the details or anything.
He got trapped in between a wall and how it was turning.
Man.
And it was crushing his ribs.
Oh, man.
That's what happened.
Poor baby.
And it was only 5 years old and whatnot. The family was from North Carolina visiting.
Oh, wow.
And all that. And I know it's like the parents are really, the loss is already detrimental, but they always keep thinking like, dag, if we just didn't come.
Yeah.
Or something like that, child still be here. Or if we didn't happen to go to that restaurant, child will still be here and all that stuff. So a lot of scenarios going through their heads and all that. And I don't know. I know it's going to be probably someone's trying to take up a lawsuit to find out exactly what but that's a trip. And then the other person who let this, I don't know how you let a 3-year-old go free when you're in a truck. you know, you're just backing out. Where that 3-year-old, where was she in the first place? You know, was she trying to say goodbye to daddy before he was going wherever we was doing? What, you know, it's a trip about that. And then now, you know, a great entertainer. And I'm glad me and Tanya have actually seen him perform.
Okay, very funny guy.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy,
wow.
man. I mean, he
I
did
love
awesome.
his acting. Yeah,
he was awesome. He was awesome. He speak his mind. He speak his mind, but he was good. He was good.
Wow.
You know, not like a Eddie Murphy raw and delirious type of thing, but he did his. He made it his own. Just like how Janet Jackson made it herself her own, even though she's a sister of Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Charlie Murphy made it his own.
Okay, good.
And all that stuff, and he was an awesome actor, an awesome comedian, and whatnot. You know, because I know I seen a tweet from Chris, not Chris Tucker, but what's that guy's name?
Not Chris Brown.
Not Chris Brown.
Okay.
Oh, dog.
Okay, we know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but anyway, he put a
about.
tweet out and because he did that CB4 thing, you know, and he did awesome with that and everything. So he's definitely going to be missed with that. He's awesome, and didn't have to do no make his own by the laugh and all that, because that's how Eddie Murphy was, because of his laugh too. He just basically speak his mind.
Oh, okay. And I thought so too. I thought that he really got his big break when he was on the Dave Chappelle show. You know, Dave Chappelle.
Charlie Murray.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle really pushed him out there. And I also forgot one person. We were having our Men and Women in Radio celebration next weekend, April the 22nd. It's actually honoring men and women in radio. And one of the young ladies we was going to honor, her name is Dolores. She's with Claim Your Fame Radio. She went into her son's apartment this week, actually, and found him dead.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we would definitely like to send our prayers out to her. We know that she would not be able to come next weekend, but the rest of the radio people that's, you know, in her network will be there to accept the award. So we would definitely want to send our prayers out to her. And I think it's so sad this week because it's like everybody's losing a child.
Yeah,
it
is, and I just hope that, you know, the way me and my son have our communication and stuff, it continues when he becomes a man himself.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I definitely try to do that with my own father, you know, and it's not as strong as it possibly could be, but at least it's there. It's not like it's really totally weak. It's not a fault thing or anything like that, or somebody being mad or whatever. I just would like, you know, to keep that communication going as he becomes a man, like I'm doing with my own father.
Oh yeah, definitely that. So it's Easter weekend came so fast.
Yes,
man, it came so fast. So what are you doing for tomorrow for Easter? Chilling, resting?
Yeah, chilling. You know,
no Easter egg hunts.
Man, look, I'm too old for that. You know, my son is too old for that. I ain't doing that.
How old is he?
He's 13.
He's not too old for no Easter egg hunt.
Man, look, just give me the food. I ain't gonna worry about the eggs. He is not worried about the eggs. Just give me the food and whatnot. Give me the money. That's what he's looking at, the money and whatnot, or the treats and everything. But he's not into that. But
okay.
But I know that some kids are out there doing their thing and just be creative. You know?
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a actual video. It was on ABC's America's Funniest Home Videos, and some kids were actually finding eggs. They ain't had no baskets, so they were using their diapers and underwear to hold the eggs. I like, ooh, I like, okay, that's creative. He's still getting the eggs, but good grief, you're doing all that, you know. Especially the one in the diaper. I'm like, Lord, I hope you ain't okay.
And they probably did eat them. They probably didn't care.
Oh Lord, I'm like, okay, all right.
Wow. So what's going on, like, in the news? What's going on with my uncle, Donald Trump?
That's your uncle?
Yes, my uncle. What's going on? Is he behaving or misbehaving?
He misbehaving right now, you know, like he always been doing during the campaign and during his presidency.
Wow.
And whatnot, you know. I asked somebody this question. I said, what do you call him? Because I call him the P word Trump. That's what I call him.
Okay.
Someone called him the 45.
Okay, what is the 45?
He's the 45th president.
Oh, okay.
So
y'all have a problem with calling him president.
I ain't gonna call him that
Okay.
P-word president, P-word Trump. You know.
Okay.
That's what I call him.
Okay.
You know, or someone call him the orange head or whatever. They got all these nicknames and whatnot. But doing that bombing of Syria in the past week, man, is detrimental. Then he did another bomb, a 20,000-pound bomb somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. I'm like, he just balling.
You know
with
what?
bombs.
The strangest thing, I have noticed this. It's like whenever a Republican president is in office, we have war.
Yeah.
We always have war.
And they're the biggest thing on the military. Some folks may agree, some folks may not. It's just that for some reason, over the years that I remember hearing this, is that the armed services would like a Republican president in because they're going to go to work.
Yeah, okay.
And go to some type of war, or not really a war, but some type of using military strategies, extra military strategies more than normal if a Democratic president was in. That happened with Bush and Daddy Bush, but they forgot Clinton was in. They did that Gulf War, you know, and he did that thing within his 8 years. But it's just very rare that you have a Democratic president doing that. You know, luckily that Obama didn't have to go through that seriously, but it was an option for him to do, and he didn't do it. But then back to your Uncle Trump, he was criticizing Obama for doing the same thing he just did, which doesn't make any daggone sense. So it's a trip.
Man. And also, I've heard over the years that when they do have war, now it's the best time to buy a house because the interest rate be no. And then it's some stories about the stock market. That's the best time to go out and buy the stock. So I'm wondering, when they do these wars, is it a money thing?
It's a money thing all around. People may not actually see it directly. It's seen indirectly. That's what I'm saying. Basically, with the military, of people that I've talked to over the years, they benefit from it. And when the Democratic president is in, they can't really make any money and whatnot.
Once again, money.
That's what I said. Indirectly.
Okay.
Indirectly and whatnot, because they getting paid. Even doing this stuff, but then it's going to come and hit us as the taxpayers. That taxes are going up because of what has transpired during that wartime. Using missiles and whatever else and all that extra stuff.
Okay. Oh wow. So I mean, what was the reason to even start a war? I mean, callers, if you want to weigh in on this topic, please do. 44355-8699. That's 44355-8699. I mean, I don't think the other Republicans that we've had started a war. Has it been 3 months since he's been in office?
Not officially yet. He's on his way to 100 days. He's not there yet. It should be sometime in May that he'll have his 100 days, and he's done more in spending money in less than 100 days than what Obama has done in 8 years.
Wow.
Because they're criticizing that Obama was always out and all this other stuff. And, I mean, every time you turn around to do something, he's always in Florida.
Wow.
So I'm like,
well, you know what that means. The reason why he's always in Florida.
He's doing business stuff, of course. Keep it on the hush.
Talking about Trump.
Yeah.
All right. He got that sweet thing now, that mistress down there.
Probably so.
We ain't going to get into that. So
she in New York, how she going to know? I mean, she don't have no control. She want to make sure that her son go to school. Whatever, man.
Yeah, and it just the unprofessionalism of the Donald Trump, his people that are around her, even like the young lady that was sitting in the sofa like that.
I didn't see that picture.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm glad you didn't. I mean, you've never seen that with Obama's staff.
No. And then his press secretary, his White House secretary, is an idiot. He was saying that Trump is not like Hitler. How the heck you going to compare those two anyway?
Thank you.
Somebody he didn't use gas like Hitler did. I'm like,
what?
Idiot. What? Hitler used gas on the Jews. Duh. The Holocaust. Duh. I mean, dude, did you read? You couldn't get no political science degree. He had to have some kind of other degree, man.
But I guess looking at this as, I guess it's positive. He only got 4 years in there.
If he can make it.
Lord have mercy.
Because they're collecting stuff on him. He don't know it and whatnot. And he going to probably have, they're just trying to make sure that wherever they collect, that no lawyer in this country can beat them. You know. So.
Okay. Well, I hope whatever they collect works, because even I think the only reason that this is just my opinion, the only reason he ever ran is because Obama.
He's just racist.
Send a message to Obama. I think that's the only reason that he even ran.
Yeah, he's just racist and whatnot, and didn't care for Clinton, whatnot. I mean, I'm not a Clinton fan or anything. It's just that I knew what was better than Trump.
I think what would have been better, me running for president. Everybody voted for me.
The D Hill at the White House.
I would have made sure all my black folks got food stamps. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I would have hooked all my folks up. I would have hooked all my folks up.
I hear you.
So let's talk about, Lord, I work at night, and I work all the way in Commons. So since that bridge is down, it's like now I have to ride all around the world to get to work. So let's talk about that bridge.
Okay. First of all, I can't remember the name of the person who actually said he caused it, but everybody has said this, including T.I. Tweeted that there's no way a crackhead can actually start burning a bridge. Wherever he set on fire cannot cause a traumatic effect to cause a bridge to burn. So my thing is that I don't know any crackheads, never met any crackheads, but hearing these stories and stuff, I'm like, really?
Conspiracy folks.
Yeah, it's they hide stuff, and that's why he has so many lawyers. You know, they're gonna get on the DOT about this.
Okay,
that's what I know. The trial's gonna be probably the biggest trial in Atlanta since the Nicholas case when he killed those folks in that courthouse. That's what's gonna be the next biggest case because of what that crackhead has done. The homeless guy. I don't even want to call him crackhead. The homeless guy.
But they say that it was a lot of wires and everything.
Yeah, I've seen those wires.
Okay,
I've seen them. They were down there for years.
That's what this guy said also that called the radio station. I think it was V103. He said ever since, he's like 25 now. He said ever since he's been in high school, he said them wires.
Yeah, I've been down there. I remember seeing them back in the 90s. All that stuff just under there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay, it gets hot down there too. So the command, I commend definitely the Atlanta Fire Department and whoever rescue to do what they did because they couldn't fight it from under. They had to do it from a certain distance because you never know what was going to happen with the bridge.
And you know what, DJ Rollum? I was just so happy that nobody was killed.
Yeah, nobody was killed or hurt.
Yeah,
you know?
I was so happy about that.
And then Trump, congratulations to them, but he had to put a big thing out saying, congratulating them, tell them to come to visit the White House and whatnot. Okay. I'm like, okay, I'm like so-called Patriot fans, team members. I ain't going to the White House.
Okay,
I ain't going to the White House just because you want to congratulate me. I'll wait.
Well, but they're saying that they're going to have the bridge up in May.
Well, that's what they're trying to. The actual date is June 15th.
Okay.
And they are trying to do a huge stipend to help speed up the process to have it done by May.
Okay, so stipend mean, for an example, like you see these houses that be built in 1 week.
Yeah. Okay. They're trying to build it that quick, and they'll get a huge stipend for their speedy effort. And I'm like, no, I'm still not gonna go on that bridge if it go up that quick. That's just over a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because anything can happen. You know, I'm like, someone told me how the Japanese, I believe, did some kind of bridge over a mountain. They did a bridge over a mountain in Japan somewhere, and they used some type of cement, and they did it in a week.
So did it fall?
No, it ain't fall.
Oh.
But We don't have that technology over here.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
and,
that's true.
plus, and then you ain't got to do all that traffic to how they did it because it's on a mountain.
Mm-hmm. One or two cars.
Exactly. Because they had to direct traffic to go to that mountain.
Okay.
But we already have traffic already placed in to do what they need to do and all that. And that's going to take too much time. And I still ain't going to go over it until probably towards the end of the summer. Just to make sure. Because because anybody's going to have an accident, or they're going to we're going to look for the city to pay for it all. Which is going to reflect on the taxpayers to pay for that lawsuit. And all that. So I'm like, nah, I'm all right.
Wow.
I understand that drive. The drive is
crazy.
Hurting me and
man,
hurting a lot of folks going across that bridge because it's just a main source. It's like basically, and my father even told this, that they were building that bridge when I was visiting Atlanta as a child back in the 80s, and he called Atlanta even at that time the construction city because they always constructing something.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. So now after that big portion of construction is gone back in the 80s, now you see the reflect of it, and now you got to redo it again to redirect traffic and all that. And then if you didn't know, they're having a lawsuit going on with this 24-hour construction going on. You have a lawsuit suing the DOT because of the noise. Because from between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., they still pounding, doing all that. And people can't go to sleep with all that pounding going on. And I said, I feel for that guy, but guess what? They're not going to stop. And the judge is going to probably throw it out like, look, I got to use that bridge too. So speed up that process. I'm tired of sitting in traffic.
Man, because it's like taking me 2 hours to get home now.
Hey,
I hate it.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Man, I hate it. All right, so when you brought up T.I. earlier, so let's talk about Mr. T.I. T.I. said that his marriage was hindering his rap career. So did you hear that?
I ain't hear anything like that, but I know what he had said on some type of show that, sometimes your best friend can be your wife, but I'd rather probably have my best friend than have a wife.
What make comments like that?
Because I guess
first of all, do you agree with that comment?
I can't comment on it.
Okay.
Because he knows his household.
Okay.
She knows the household. So the thing about it is that whatever she probably needs him to talk or to do something, he's probably never there because he might be making songs. He's out touring. He's doing whatever, guest appearances, whatever the case may be. So she's probably is getting tired of that, probably.
Okay.
On the other end, this is how you met me. This is how I grew and everything. I'm getting bigger and bigger. You're supposed to get better and better and everything. And, of course, you coming along with the ride. You're my best friend. You're my wife. So something has to go.
Y'all men could be so...
No, come on. I mean, really.
To me, it's so mean.
How's that mean?
That is mean.
How is that mean?
And that's average for a man to even think like that.
How is it mean? Just tell me how is it mean.
For me, okay, just say for an example, we're married.
Okay.
And to me... Okay, to you, our marriage is perfect. Everything is good. And then I just come out of the blue on social media and just say it's better to have a best friend than a husband.
Hey, my thing is this. If you have a problem, that's why I hope that our communication will be great.
Okay.
If our communication is getting weak or is having trouble, issues, then I shouldn't worry about what the whole world knows because it goes on at our house. So if you have a problem, you need to let me know. If I have a problem with you, I need to let you know. Don't use social media as an outlet to pour your business and your personal things out there. You shouldn't do that.
Okay, so what about the point of him saying that his marriage, and when I took that as, when he said his marriage, I'm taking that as his family, his wife and his kids, is a distraction for his music?
To a certain degree, it can be. To a certain degree, because if you're already established after coming from down low, from a broken home, from barely getting $1 every day or working, wherever the case may be, and you're becoming a multi-millionaire and everything, you're going to lose touch a little bit.
Yeah.
You're going to lose touch. And in order to get back, I got to hang with certain folks just to make sure I'm still in touch to make the music, so I can make sure that the people that listen to it and has been buying it and supporting it can still relate to what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Unless I change my style, then I got to get a somewhat some new audience to gear to.
Okay.
So you got to have all that in mind.
So you were saying you agree with everything T.I. said?
I wouldn't say I agree. I just understand where he's coming from.
Okay.
Because you can't always do certain things without money being involved.
Okay. And I'm looking at also, too, DJ Roland, me being his child, if I was to hear that, my father say something like that. Because even like me growing up, my mom had 9 kids. And she had me at the age of 48 and Dad was 56. She would always tell me, baby, I love you, but you sure when playing. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. And I can just imagine what the kids are thinking. Daddy feel that we're a distraction from his music.
Well,
just certain things I feel you don't say.
I agree with that. Certain things you should not let the world hear in that particular way. You probably could have used another better choice of words. He was trying to use the best choice of words at that moment since he was asked that question. He was not trying to avoid it. He wasn't trying to use other adjectives at that moment. He was trying to use the best words at that particular moment. And I agreed to that certain point that he was trying to answer it without avoiding answering the question.
Okay,
so that was the thing.
Okay, I understand what you were saying now. You were saying it's okay for him to say that to the woman that done been with him when he didn't have anything, when he was coming up.
Right.
It's okay to say that to that woman.
To that woman, but he was being interviewed.
Y'all men.
So he was being interviewed. When you're being interviewed and don't answer a question, they
Y'all
always
men,
put speculations on it. Then if I answer it, it depends on how I answer it. Then you can still have speculations on it. So it was a damn if you do and damn if you don't situation. That's all that comes down to.
I honestly think, he married the right person.
He married the right person.
Yeah, if that would have been me and he said some mess like that, man, that... I'm just saying, he would have had all kind of knots on their head.
I hope he wouldn't do it in front of a camera. That's all I got to say on that one.
Lord have mercy. All right, so we're getting ready to go to another music break. Once again, we're dedicating this show to our Charlie Murphy. We forgot about my friend Dolores, who's with Claim Your Fame Radio. Keep her up in your prayers. And also ex-Ravens tight end Todd Heap, who lost his 3-year-old daughter. And also to the young boy that was killed at one of the popular restaurants here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're dedicating the D Here Radio Show to those 4 victims.
Download the TuneIn app to hear Beat Break 87 FM on your mobile device and listen to the Beat Break Morning Show. Weekday mornings only on Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives. Streaming online at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
What's up, ATL? Make sure that you check out the D Here Radio Show every Saturday night at 7 p.m. on Beat Break 87 and BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com.
I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me.
Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
We specialize in creating mobile apps for the entertainment industry. Go to bvmobileapps.com, click Get Started Now, create your account, choose your package, upload your content, and click Submit. BV Mobile Apps. Make it easy. Make it mobile.
Listen to Beat Break 87 FM on the go. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app from the App Marketplace, including Amazon, Google Play, and the App Store. View photos, videos, and Beat Break 87 shows on your mobile device. Download the Beat Break 87 FM app now for free.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
A storage tank ruptured, and for miles, chemicals were pushing up against the riverbanks.
This was a big, big deal, and it was going to have a serious impact on communities up and down the river.
I remember the moment this local guy came up to me and said, "They call the guard out for this stuff?"
You probably thought we were all about hurricanes, tornadoes, fighting Mother Nature.
Hey, it's a chemical spill. It's a disaster.
It affects the water supply, threatens wildlife.
We're talking about the health of entire communities and people's livelihoods.
You bet we're ready for these kinds of things.
We were out there with booms to prevent the spill from expanding.
We're responsible for protecting and monitoring the sensitive wetlands.
I also remember the moment that same guy came up to me and said, "I don't know what we would have done if they hadn't called the guard up."
Learn more about how you can protect your friends, families, neighbors, and the environment. Everything that makes up your community. Go to NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Georgia National Guard. Aired by the Georgia Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hey, you. Yeah. I'm talking to you. Did you check out the new Beat Break website yet? The new website for exclusive interviews, shows, and more. What are you waiting for? For past archives of the Beat Break radio show and more, log on to BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Hey world, it's your man Precise, and I have great news. The Precise Music app is finally available for your iPhone, Android, and BlackBerry through Amazon and other app stores. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z. Go get it for all things Precise. Powered by BlackVibes.com.
I tried to put it off, but I can't. It's on me. Tried to blame the other man, but I can't. It's on me.
Stay in tune. That's Precise Music. Music is spelled with a Z.
Right now, Beat Break Radio is taking it to the streets to find out what's happening in your city.
Georgia's 13th District Congressman David Scott is calling all job seekers to attend his 14th annual Jobs Fair on Friday, April 28th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Georgia International Convention Center, 2000 Convention Center Concourse, College Park, Georgia 30337. Over 50 employers will be in attendance to meet and greet potential employees looking for a professional career in clerical, production, and public safety. Bring copies of your resume and get interviewed on the spot by the top employment agencies. Veterans looking for a job are welcome. Take MARTA and get on the SkyTrain to the Convention Center. For more information, call 770-432-5405. We're always taking them to the streets on Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio live.
Hi, this is Clifford English, your host and producer of The Gospel Train. Join me every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. You will be encouraged, you will be equipped, you will be educated, you will be entertained, all while hearing the best in gospel music. Don't miss your connection with the Gospel Train right here on Beat Break 87 FM radio. BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
Beat Break Radio FM, Atlanta's new underground station. Online 24/7 at BeatBreakRadioFM.com.
All right. We're back here on Live on the D Hill Show. Myself, DJ Rollum here. And D, I got to ask you this. This past week or the past couple weeks, some important people, well, at least one of them is really important, and one is retired, has been bashing women.
Black women.
And they're black. One is a black actor and one is a former NBA star. And just bashing, not just about black women, but dark-skinned women. What is up with that? Tyrese and who's this NBA player?
He's a retired, actually, NBA player. His name is Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, I think that's
so. He's not like a Kobe Bryant or Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan status.
Matter of fact, his ex-wife is on one of the reality shows, Basketball Wives.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't remember which one it was. One of the, I say the little light-skinned ones. Yeah, one of the light-skinned chicks.
Oh, boy.
So he was married to her, and he said that the actress, Lupita, I think that's how to pronounce her name, the African actress is only cute with the lights off.
That's sad.
That's very sad. And black men have been doing that a lot lately, saying, and I think that I'm going to post that because even like with the situation where the police officers, I guess recently jumped on a guy, the black man that got out of the car with his hands up, and the video showed the police officer punching him and stuff. And I had some of my sisters to call me saying that they're going to start taking up gun lessons, going to the gun range, because they're tired of the police officers handling their black men like that. And then for black men to turn around and say this is how they feel about black women, I think that's just so disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful, and I'm like, my girlfriend is a brown, dark brown complexion, and she looks lovely.
Yes.
And there's actresses out there like Viola Davis from How to Get Away with Murder, and The Help. They look awesome. They look beautiful. Beautiful women. Just because they're dark complected does not mean they don't look good when the lights are on.
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, that's very insult. I take that very personal. Yeah. Especially with Tyrese himself is a dark complected male himself. And he isn't bash. I don't think he's bashing about dark skinned women, but he's bashing about women in general on how they think, on how they establish themselves, or why they're single.
Okay.
And whatnot. And he takes it to that level. And I'm hearing about this ex-NBA star saying what he's saying. I'm like, really?
And not only that, even Ice-T going around giving advice on why people should date only white women.
Ice-T saying something.
Ice-T. And also, what's his name? The rapper from Florida? Trick Daddy. Yeah, Trick Daddy. He made a statement. We just waiting on these white women to learn how to fry some chicken, and y'all black women might as well give it up. You would never hear a black woman saying anything like that about a black man. We would never put our...
they're going to keep talking about make sure we have a job.
Well, yeah.
Am I right, brother?
Yeah. Right.
Make sure we work, and all that, and give y'all some money every now and then, take care of a couple bills.
We cool. We don't ask for much, do we?
No.
But it was just so hurtful for me to hear the sadness in my sister's voice, saying they're willing to risk their own life for our black men, and for black men to turn around and say, okay, the Kardashian women are the sexiest women here on this earth, and
whatever.
That's hurtful. And it doesn't make any sense for grown behind men to go around and preach stuff like this to their sons if they have sons.
I'm like this. A lot of them that actually say stuff like this, I wonder where their daughters at or their nieces hearing this.
Yeah.
Especially if they're dark complected for that basketball guy's sake. And then if their nieces are young in their young 20s and they try to get themselves on getting themselves established, how are they feeling? But when their uncle has or godfather, wherever their case may be, hears that coming out of their mouths, I'm like, so what's that turn out to be for me? How they're feeling about this. They're not. I don't think when they say certain things, is how it's going to reflect on someone that they actually communicate with, even on a small daily basis or whatever. Because when you have a certain status and you have yourself or someone else tweeting for you or putting out in social media for you and everything, it's a trip. I mean, it's ridiculous on that. It's a trip how you gonna bite your own tongue when you facing it yourself.
Yeah, because even on one of Ricky Smiley's reality shows not too long ago, his son even stated why he don't date black women. Why would you even allow your child to say something stupid like that?
I don't know. I can't even comment on that one because I'm thinking about my son. When he gets of age and whatnot, and I mean, he's looking at women. I mean, he's a young guy, a teenager, so he knows what looks good and know what doesn't look good. And just because you light skin don't mean you going to be looking good. You can look as ugly as I don't know what, So I don't. Just because of a complexion does not give you like an advantage to somebody else.
Yeah, so true. And it's sad that people embed that in their head.
Yeah,
that lighter is better. And I think this is like one reason people are always saying protest. That's what they did back in Martin Luther King days. You can't compare those people to these people today.
Heck no.
I mean,
they wouldn't do it.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't hang into the long haul for it. and whatnot. If it doesn't happen in a week, like, oh, I'm done, I'm finished.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because even like, you know, even some of the pictures that they show when people did protest back then, some of these women in the street being bit by dogs, and black women, you're gonna turn around and say some mess like that.
And I can't agree with anybody who has a problem with black women and then break it down to the complexion of women.
Yeah.
Because we all black under all circumstances. You know, just because you may be real light skinned, like a Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
You know, she's real light skinned, but she's still black.
She's
you know,
mixed.
And Viola Davis, being as dark and beautiful as she is, it's all together. You know, and it's ridiculous. It's sad, and until it's all learned at home.
Yeah,
it's all learned at home. So until the home stuff is being changed, or how it is being taught and being learned, that's when things are going to change. But until that is taken care of, it's going to keep continuing getting worse.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm against interracial dating, because Lord knows I've dated plenty of white men, so that's not the case. It's just that disrespectful of black women, calling black women names, saying they're not attractive or anything like that. And you know, black women already have to go through a lot, just like black men do, just because of the color of their skin.
Right.
And to add insult to injury, that just it's uncalled for.
It definitely is. But I definitely want to lead up to what you said earlier about those 2 Gwinnett police officers that were fired.
Yeah.
Some stuff I just read is that any cases that they had, especially the sergeant that has so many years there, they're going to the plan is it's not confirmed yet, but the plan is anything that he has dealt with in a traffic violation will be thrown out.
DJ Rollum, didn't that happen in, I want to say, Riverdale? A police officer, it was like a marijuana case that he lied on a black man about. And when they investigated and found out he was lying, and then they had to throw out all the other cases that he was involved in. If I'm not mistaken, I think that happened in Riverdale. I'm going to do my research, but I think that happened in Riverdale.
Yeah, it's the thing about it is that you're going to cost the city, county, some money when you do something wrong and get fired. And what lawyers do is backtrack anything that this former officer has done, or any officer in that particular case that gets fired, that they can throw out that case because it's false representation of a guy that didn't live up to his oath as being an officer of the law.
Yeah. Okay, I seen the video, but did they say why they even pulled the black man over?
I never heard why exactly.
Okay.
I know it was a traffic violation, but the point is, if you already have him in custody, why put more abuse on a person you have in custody? Yeah. Just because he was talking, all you got to do is you can get the audio and just write it down that he kept saying blah 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 blah. You have that to go against him, the suspect that you have in custody, that's going to go to court. That's going to be putting more stuff on him. So why do that? Think about it. I mean, I'm not an officer of the law, but I'm like, some common sense should be coming in just because, you know, he may say something disrespectful or whatever, and the case may be. All you got to do is capture it on audio, capture it on your body camera if you have one.
And I'm pretty sure that with them being police officers, they probably heard people calling them names every day.
Yeah.
They're probably used to it.
Yeah. So it's not like they're going to be being praised that you're an officer.
Wow.
You ain't going to hardly ever hear that. It's very rare you can actually hear that. So when they saying something, just go ahead and just capture it and just use it against them during the court of law. That's it. So the judge and the prosecutor can have that other evidence that is not actually visible at that particular moment, but they still have it on another piece of paperwork, wherever how they do their paperwork, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
So whatever he did, it's thrown out anyway. So if he was speeding, let's say he was doing 100 miles per hour on 316, that's gone. So I'm like, hey, I got a free ride. Just got beat up for it, but I got a free ride.
He can retire early.
Yeah.
Because he definitely going to get paid.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about police officers and what is right, let me ask you this question. Do you consider yourself a 100% Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would forgive and you would forget.
I'll forgive, but I won't forget.
Okay, well, I just say forgive. You would forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what if a police officer arrested you 10 years ago? You spent 10 years in jail.
Mm-hmm.
You get out. You meet this police officer. He says he's sorry. Will you forgive him? What would your answer be?
My 10 years behind bars because you being sorry, and I can't get my 10 years back. I'll probably say I forgive you, but the basic thing to do is make sure when you apologize, do it at a distance.
No, that ain't forgiving. You got to do it at a distance.
You got to do it at a distance because I don't know if I can see you and you caused this and whatnot. But it's like this: if I'm going to jail 10 years and it's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
And it got placed in there that
okay, the police officer admitted that he lied.
He lied.
Yeah, he lied.
I'll feel some type of way for a long time.
Okay.
I mean, in my heart, I will because a lot of things that happened in my own life, I did forgive, and I just didn't forget. But I'm not going to hold it against him. It's just that it's kind of hard to do it when I was behind bars and I lost 10 years of my life.
Okay.
It's really hard and whatnot because depending on how am I established, I mean, am I able to work? Am I able to get a decent job and whatnot because of my 10 years?
Okay.
All that will be in my head on how I think. So that's how I think.
The reason why I asked because it's a documentary going around and those are some events that actually happened. Mm-hmm. But the police officer and the black guy that he accused are now like best friends.
I don't know about him being no best friend in there.
Well,
we ain't gonna hang out like no buddies. No, we ain't gonna have no beer.
Okay, yeah, but they're a best friend. The black guy says that he's a Christian. He had to forgive him. And
you can still be a Christian. It's like I attend church. First time in the past 2 years, I attend church regularly.
Okay.
And just because I attend church and I've been feeling a Christian anyway. And I'm trying not just about attending church that makes me feel to be a Christian. It's just that I wanted to do. I wanted to be joined to a church. That was my thing. That was one of my goals I want to do as an adult. I accomplished that part. Me being a Christian, I've been a Christian all my life and know how to forgive and everything. It's been all my life since I can remember. Mm-hmm. But just because I'm a Christian does not mean I'm going to be holy and thou.
But do you think blacks forgive too quickly?
Depends on what it is. Just depends on what it is. You can't forgive on, let's say if you married, I'm going to forgive you because you cheated on me. Just like that. We got to go through serious counseling and all that because I'm not going to say any names, but I know a particular person who cheated on his wife and whatnot, and he did it because of other circumstances, not because their marriage was weak. He happened to be weak at that moment.
Okay.
And that can happen. Mm-hmm. That can happen on both sides, the male or the female. And once you get weak, things happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset with him. I'm just upset that he did it, but I understand why you did it. Mm-hmm. But he's trying to get back on track.
Okay.
So, but he's going through that turmoil, trying to get back on track and whatnot, and it's going to come out either. It's going to take some serious time. It ain't going to take months. It's going to try to take some years.
Yeah.
And I wish him the very best on that. And but it's a trip. It's like I said, it depends on the circumstances of how we forgive. I ain't going to forgive just like that. Depending on what it is, with that 10-year thing.
Yeah, the 10-year thing.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean,
okay.
First one I know is he lied or something, and then being best friends.
Yeah.
No, I can't see that.
Okay.
No, you ain't gonna be my Facebook friend at all. What's going on? Like say something happens. Let's say something happened to him, to that police officer after I got out. We're cool. We made up, and then something happens to him. Like God forbid that he's say on his deathbed or something, and would I visit him? Yeah, I would. I ain't gonna say, man. Now you see how I feel, but that's forever though. I ain't gonna go that far. But it takes time, man. It depends on the individual. I don't care how Christian you are and whatnot.
Okay. I don't think that I could forgive like that. You know, like you say, that was 10 years of my life gone. Beautiful years that are gone. And I honestly don't know if I can just forgive like that.
Not like that. It's going to take me some serious time, serious counseling and all that because, like I said, it depends on my status. If my status is okay, then yeah. If my status is worse just because I can't do what I would like to do, then yeah, I'm going to be more. I ain't going to hardly ever forgive you because I can't move forward.
Yeah. But I think with the police officer admitting that he lied, and he said why he lied, I'm pretty sure all the charges against that young man probably was dropped.
But what about the 10 years?
Yeah.
What about the 10 years?
Yeah.
Because it's dropped. I'm like, how can I establish myself to be a better person or whatever? Can I still do what I would like to do?
Yeah.
You know, like one incident, I know as soon as the show is about to end, I got to talk about a former NFL player. A woman lied to him that he raped her. And he had to spend 5 years in jail because he couldn't, go to the NFL. And then years later, she said, I lied. But he was in jail for something he didn't do. So he tried to play football. He actually did play for the Falcons during preseason, but they didn't put him on a roster. So the Falcons felt for him. So I think he's like in their office or something in the Falcons organization because of that. Because of that one woman did this.
Wow.
So does he forgive her? I don't know if he actually forgave her, but that's what I'm saying. Depends on my status because of how you put me in for 10 years because I couldn't move forward to doing what I need to do.
Oh, and I honestly hope that they start giving women like that some jail time.
Yeah,
because it happens too much.
Yeah, and they put it out on social media like, do women who lied about rape should go to jail? And I said, I don't know about no years, but definitely depends on the circumstances. But yeah, they gonna at least spend 30 to 6 months in jail because of you lying.
Yeah, I think they need to do that. I was hoping that they gave the white police officer some time, but they didn't. He's out on the street. He. Like I said,
that's another story right there.
Yeah, him and the black boy best friends. Now they just going out to eat and talking and stuff like that.
Like I said, you don't have no beer with me, man.
Yeah, it is a documentary going around about that. Now I forgot the name of it, but I do ask you all to check that out. So how many more minutes we got? Okay, we got 2 more minutes. Okay, DJ Roland, what you got going on?
Oh man, I was glad that Not governor, I'm sorry. She could be, though. Georgia Representative Stovall is having music on the bridge on May the 12th. I think it's Mother's Day weekend. So definitely come out to the bridge in Clayton County. Music on the bridge.
So you DJing that?
Yes, I'm DJing that again.
All right,
yeah.
Okay. All right, so what I got going on next week, make sure that you all attend the Men and Women in Radio celebration. We're actually honoring men and women in radio, and we got people from my Motown family is coming.
Oh,
man, I'm so excited about
Diana
that.
Ross coming?
I don't know about that. Okay, people that work for Motown.
Okay, we got them coming. Motown.
Yeah,
okay, all right,
I don't know about the big stars. That would be nice.
Yeah,
and the tickets are only $25, and that's all you can eat, all you can drink. We got celebrity chef Dara Washington. He's going to be catering the food. If you all seen Monica's reality show, the chef that was back there cooking for her, that's Dara Washington. He's also been on Fantasia reality show. He's cooked for Chris Brown, Lil Wayne. He's cooked for Ludacris, and that's only to name a few celebrities he has cooked for. And once you all taste this man food, you will see why. And we also got a separate caterer that's going to do the dessert. This caterer is Eventful Memories. They won twice in Clayton County for catering, so they'll let you know how good they are. So make sure you come out and go to Eventbrite, and it's under Men and Women in Radio 2017, and purchase your tickets now for only $25. And for those of you who are in radio, we have a special discounted rate for you to purchase your tickets at. It's only $10, so you can't beat that for all you can eat and drink all night long. And then we got a lot going on that night. A lot of celebrity guests gonna be stopping through, so we're excited about it.
All right.
Because you was at our first one in 2014.
Man, it's so long. Hey.
Yeah. So we actually, a lot of people ask me why we didn't do 15 and 16 because we had to stop and focus on us getting that resolution.
Yeah, that's what I remember. That's a big thing right there. Yeah.
We had to stop and focus on that, but we're back on track now, and we are very excited. So that's it for the D Hill Radio Show, and thank you all for tuning in every Saturday night with us from 7 to 8 p.m.
Atlanta's new underground station, Beat Break 87 FM, where music and talk radio lives.